Starting now.
Streams.
Will we actually be able to hear you? Cool transition.
Was that the equals 3 intro that I just heard?
Streams.
Yeah.
Nice.
Will we actually be able to hear you? Cool transition.
Send me questions, chat. I will answer them.
I can
These
hear myself many
shadows.
times over. I'm muting myself.
These
Did you have
shadows.
Cyberpunk? Did you just have Cyberpunk open?
What? No. Why would I have Cyberpunk?
With it. I don't know. I saw something about Cyberpunk, so I was like, "What?"
Hey, Riley, do you know how to make those shadow lines on the terrain go away?
Nah, not at the moment. It's
Oh, you
literally
gotta
just like
match it.
it's literally just like the waving grass, like
Yeah.
and then I just applied it to all blocks.
Yeah, you put it inside of terrain, but if you put it inside of shadow, then it'll go away because the shadow will morph at the same time.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
really?
Oh, yeah.
I was
Yes.
trying to figure that out for waving tall grass.
If you're seeing shadows like that, it means that your vertex, like the stuff that you see is deforming in a different way than the stuff that the shadow map is deforming.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
cool.
sense.
I was also trying to mess with I was trying to mess with waving tall grass and sugarcane to like have like the base, like actually like look like it was rooted to the ground. But I couldn't figure out how to do that. But I might still end up messing around with it a little more to see if I can get that working.
Let's see.
And get shadows working. Oh wait, hold on. I want to know this. How long was the final render time of the final render?
About
Those
like
were
2 days.
nice.
You're talking about rendering out of Premiere or whatever.
Out of Minecraft.
Oh shit.
Minecraft. How long did it
My
take you to
recordings,
render?
my recordings never went over 8 hours because like my computer would blue screen or something if it took too long.
Really? My
Yeah, I
computer
wanted.
blue screened once while rendering. I think that's because I gave it too much RAM.
Yeah, and I only had one machine, and if it was over 8 hours, then it would be like rendering while I wanted to do stuff, so I couldn't handle it.
I
But I would
have
usually.
I didn't have a single blue screen.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm getting a new graphics card soon, a 980 Ti, which doesn't sound new, but like considering everything is extremely overpriced, it's kind of like okay.
Hmm.
Oh, what?
What did you do?
I don't know. Read the code.
See, this is what we call a fail.
This is what we call debugging.
So that's what your specs were
My
of your
specs.
computer. Yeah.
1660 Super i5, 9600 KF, so it's just like the on-built GPU soldered off.
Imagine Intel
I got
says
it a
that
while
while
ago.
on an Intel laptop.
And then I have a SSD for my boot drive, and then it has hard drive for like everything else. Because I'm not.
I have a 1 terabyte hard drive. I actually need to get a bigger one for my PC.
And
That's
then
a transfer all.
Then I have my 16 gigs of RAM. That's about enough. I could get more.
I was planning on getting more RAM, probably.
You could just download some.
Yeah, no, see, there we go.
Cool.
Downloads.com.
Yes, you could just download more RAM.
This is like very off topic, but I feel like some of the oldest programs you would see on like Windows XP and they're still around today are some of the best programs. Like VLC is a
Yeah.
really good one. And
Yeah.
no one really talks about how like great VLC is for what it is. And then, do you know what Handbrake is?
Yep.
Yeah,
Handbrake
Handbrake is
Handbrake is basically FFM a GUI for FFmpeg, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess kind of, yeah.
But you can't use it in other programs, which sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
but I mean, it makes it pretty easy for like doing stuff with videos, like converting them.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Like I've been messing with hexadecimal editing with videos, and like recently, I had to convert videos to WebM because that makes I don't know, but you can hex edit with those, and it was pretty useful, so I didn't have to use like something online. Also, yeah, Handbrake is really good for compressing videos.
Yeah. It's also on Mac, which is like nice. It's like
Hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot when I was using a Mac, and it was like every single program. I would see people using programs in YouTube videos, and it's like that's not for me.
Yeah.
The M1 Max are really, really good, but they're like $1,200 at that point. Just get like a gaming laptop, unless you need it for like, unless you can't carry around like a really bulky laptop.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can easily
Hey,
run
fix
Windows
shadows.
VMs on
No more shadows.
it. No more shadows.
No more broken shadows.
Hey, it worked. Nice. I'm gonna need to do that when I eventually get around to doing more with my modded V11.
Yeah.
I wish V10.2 wasn't broken in newer versions of Minecraft, but
Is it?
yeah, the shadows are like blue and purple.
I would never do it. I don't even use new versions, really. Like, at all. I just use 1.12 for everything.
No, I mean it's broken in 1.12.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Haven't I sent you screenshots of it?
Yeah, I think you have, but it's not broken for me.
Huh. I have no idea then. I honestly have no idea why mine's broken. But yeah, shadows are just purple, blue.
Why? So weird.
Remember when you based the the cloud height off of the X chord?
Oh, yeah, we can do that again.
Wait, was it based off the X chord, the height, or was it
I did both.
uh no, or was it the thickness?
I did both at 2 different times.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was good fun. I'm gonna do that now. In fact, if I can find it.
You just change it to pause X.
Not position X. Use
Big
position
G
X.
and little G.
Oh yeah. This doesn't really have to do anything with anything, but when I was like writing stuff, I just kept writing jokes in the code just because I was like, why not? So
Nice.
there's just a bunch of jokes in it.
Sometimes when I was looking at code for like 8 hours, and I lose the ability to name variables anymore, and so I have to clean up my shit later, and it's just like it's literally big G and little G, and it's like reading math or something like that. Actually, after I started doing that, and I realized that math is just written that way, it's like, actually, I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with math that they just refer to everything with one letter that doesn't make any sense, and you're supposed to like build an intuition out of that.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm a math kind of guy, but I hate geometry. Even though I know I'm gonna have to use it for like the stuff I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good at math too. I just feel like it's maybe the notation is not helping as much as it could.
Mm. How much is spelling the bane of your existence when coding?
Oh, it's no big deal. I don't name things like weird words, so it's nothing that I ever think about.
My
Yes.
friend, like when he's coding, sometimes he spends like a whole hour trying to find why it's not working when he just spells like some one word wrong
Choose
and
autocomplete
it
from
ruins everything.
I can't handle autocomplete for some reason. At least when I work on Minecraft shaders, because they're small enough that you can know everything that's going on, and so autocorrect I feel like it's kind of gets in the way.
Mm.
But when I started working at an actual job, it's like actually it's really essential in that situation, just because you've got 10,000 lines of code and you have multiple files like that, so you can't do anything without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that anyways. I just do that because it's quicker. I don't care.
Mm.
But it's a really fun thing to do when you're bored, right? So you get a hex editor, say like DXH or DN Spy, and you open up a video, go to like halfway through, have a stroke on your keyboard, and see what happens. Ends up being pretty funny most of the time.
Hmm.
My friend has made videos that have been like 20 hours long, but they just freeze after like 30 seconds.
How long would that take to upload? I don't even want to think about it.
What that a video like that?
Yeah.
When I
It would
was
only take as much as what the original video would be because it's still only the original video, but it thinks it's like 28 hours long, but it only has the data for 30 seconds, so it would only be the file of 30-second video. It's pretty
Oh
interesting.
yeah. Okay. Those ones. Yeah.
I tried to upload the longest video on YouTube back in 2012, and a lot of people were already doing it. So, and I didn't have any idea how to do it better, so I just like tried to do exactly what everyone else had done. But there's actually a lot of problems with it because like the uploads they would just like cut off in the middle, which was really weird, or they would never finish processing, or the video would be shorter when it was finished. So it was like it's very weird. I wonder what they're doing with that now. I'm sure that the longest video is probably like a year long or something.
It's probably
You could just
limit.
you could just constantly live stream for like a few years and then just stop.
It's gonna cut you off at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Possibly, but some live streams have been going for like forever.
Lo-fi beats to
Yeah,
relax.
yeah, that one. That one goes forever.
Yeah.
And ugh. You guys ever watch Tom Scott?
Mhm.
Is there's some of the stuff he talks about is pretty interesting.
Mm. Have you watched this
What?
video about floating point numbers?
No.
No, it's an important one, especially if you're writing code in Minecraft. Actually, I
Fair
get
enough.
not really. It's not important unless you're doing voxelized ray tracing, because that's when we use integers a lot, but we don't really use them for anything else actually.
How much of learning the process of making a Minecraft shader is just guessing and copying pasting code from somewhere else and putting it in yours? How much of it is doing that?
I mean, that's what it was for a long time. Eventually, I got a good enough intuition that I could sort of figure out what everything was doing, and like now I'm at the point where I just know all the features that have been implemented into shaders, and I know how they work. So it's pretty easy for me to
Yeah.
like pick apart a shader. But before that, it was like pretty tricky.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, I have another question for you, Bruce.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to write even in GLSL files, not the standard like VSH and
Because it's
It
SSH
was
files?
yeah.
stressful.
It was originally I was originally doing everything in VSH and FSH files, and that's actually faster to compile. It's a good idea to keep doing that, but the whole GLSL thing came about when we got hashtag include, and the point is just that you can. It's the files are a single like a GSH sorry an FSH and a VSH file are part of the same unit, and having them in different files just makes it harder to switch between them when you're writing code. Like they do have to interface with each other, and it's pretty intuitive to just connect them so you can see them both. Like literally just scroll down, because that's basically how it's being processed on your GPU. I don't know. There's a lot of shitty abstractions in graphics programming, and I think the separate just vertex and fragment. I mean, the fact that we have shaders at all instead of just writing in C code is kind of weird. Probably
Yeah.
not necessary. In 20 years, I hope it's not this bad, because right now graphics programming is kind of a slog.
I hope in 20
Graphics
years.
programming like Python.
No,
No
I'm
way.
talking about writing OpenGL code in C++ or in Java, which is what you have to do if you want to write new features for the shaders mod, and that's probably why nobody has done it. Is because it's so irritating.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Way.
C code, that's what I'm learning in college. Is that the first thing that you're learning? I'm kind of curious what the course is. People usually learn Python first at this point, and that's probably good as well.
My friend is actually making a game in Unity using C#, and he's actually learned a good amount of it. So much that he was actually able to understand the basics of what others doing in the Minecraft shader, which is
Oh,
kind of strange.
that's good that he's learned. Well, no, he's just sort of learned how shaders work in general, and then learning about Minecraft shaders is mostly just learning a little bit of specific environment that is set. But
Yeah.
it's very transferable later, which is how I got a job graphics programming for like writing shaders now.
I wonder what. Hold on, I need to look this up. What is the best coding language? Like,
Can't that's there's just no answer to that question.
Yeah,
They're useful for different things, so it really
yeah,
it's pretty simple. You figure out what are you doing, and then you figure out what language do people usually use when they do that, and it's probably they are using that language because it's one of the best languages for doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to learn a variant of C because it's used in Arduino coding, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And I wanted to, do like electrical mechanical engineering, and so that would be very helpful knowing how to program an Arduino.
Yeah. And just knowing how an Arduino works too.
Yeah, I actually okay,
Oh, I
why the cloud
fucking love the sky. How did you do that? I have some pictures in my screenshots folder that are doing that. That's so cool.
Oh, it's just
What
the
did you
cloud
do?
density that is set to position.x.
Yeah.
this
Oh, it's going into negative.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
in negative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
that's pretty cool. Nice.
They
I just
get
have it
more
set to position.x right now.
so they get more solid if you keep going down the track and then they
Yeah.
invert.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I
That's
can also
actually
set
really
the
cool.
altitude to position. Go.
Snap back to reality. Oh yeah, like I was saying, so I bought this cheap laser cutter that I never got working because it just didn't come with software. So I was trying to figure it out, and I accidentally kicked it, and I broke the little Arduino that was on it. So it's now useless. I mean, I can still use the
Wow.
laser diode to like burn someone's eyes.
Just get a magnifying
Uh,
glass.
Look
Just
at
get a
that.
magnifying glass. Oh yeah, inverted clouds.
What do you think
The
about
like,
the next acid interstate having volumetric clouds?
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
yo,
I'm still kind of conflicted on whether to make my own shader for the video or just like mod somebody else's.
I
You probably
mean,
I think you might want to mod someone else's at this point.
Yeah, and
I
yeah,
think
because
yeah,
like it would save you one a lot of time. Two, you could technically just take one that looks nice and then slap in the acid code, and then boom with a bunch of tweaking and stuff. It's not
yeah.
just
yeah.
like that.
I was thinking like Kappa, but Kappa's a mess. The Kappa shaders.
Oh, I forgot to look at those.
Yeah, they're Riri 36's one. They have like
I
he
will
has like 12 composites. I just
really,
can't.
jeez, I will eventually make an acid interstate, but for now, all my progress has been ruined because I deleted chunks that I didn't mean to, so I have to restart.
Oof. Yeah, I was thinking about making one in the Nether. I really want to make one in the Nether, and like underwater.
In the
That might be
nether,
interesting. Nether and End, I
underwater.
definitely want to do, but underwater, I think would be like boring because you just can't see anything.
You could actually do underwater because there is a 1.11 shader, not shader mod, that just brings back the Farlands, and you can just generate it as a water world preset technically, and then or I guess you could technically do it in like 1.14.4 with all the new ocean stuff, so that maybe look a little more interesting.
Yeah, I'd probably do it in like a newer version if I were to do underwater. But I really want to do Nether and the End as well.
Yeah. Have
End
you
would
gone
be
to the
End would be more challenging though because of the skybox
hmm,
and the transitions.
have you gotten any Farlands terrain generation in the Nether?
I don't have any now, but it works.
Would it should be at the same coordinates, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's also End Farlands as well.
Oh, there are? Oh. Huh.
There are Farlands in every dimension. So including like modded dimensions as well. They're
Huh.
everywhere.
Interesting. What was I gonna never mind. Oh, it have you ever like copied a part of your world and then you find that like a chunk off like the side is missing and it's very noticeable, so you've had to go and fill it in with, like world
No,
edit or something? You haven't? That's a
no.
pain.
Whoa.
Ugh. What else could you technically do? You There is such thing as the sky farlands. You know that, right?
What?
Yeah.
How?
They look like the Farlands, but they're going up and down. So technically,
Oh yeah.
you could cut off you could cut off one section, texture the side of dirt to grass, and then just go straight up, I
Yeah, I could do
guess.
that.
It's a triangle. How?
Triangle. Triangle cube.
Triangle is strongest shape.
X. Yeah, I really like this waving one. I probably want to get it like better before I use it, but I like it. TBA. Now I get to go on a massive break. Now that I
There you
finished
go
with
to Now time for me to grind out mine.
prosumer,
Just kidding.
nah, just consumer for the moment. You should grind out on yours though.
I could, yeah. But like school.
It's the school holidays.
For you, it's mid school year for me.
Wait,
I
what?
do
Really?
have yes, it's I have break in like June to August.
What?
I do have a break coming up mid-February though. Then I could really grind it out. But the thing is, I switched between my mom's and my dad's houses midweek, so I can only work on it like half the time I actually have.
Yes, same. I have to as well.
That's the biggest. That and like I said, school.
I have to do the same things as you do.
Fair enough.
And I went on like a week-long holiday a few days ago. That sucked.
But you aren't I don't know, a sophomore in high school.
No.
So I have more work technically.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh yeah, I still can't get. Oh no, wait. That's what I was doing. I was trying to set up terrain for part 2 in mine, and I deleted the wrong chunks, and then boom, video ruined.
Whoops. You
No.
can't come back from that.
Nope, I have to restart the whole thing, which really sucks, but it's just how it is.
I did make this shader though, Bruce.
Let's
It's
see.
like very basic lighting that's broken.
That was from the continuum tutorial, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't look right.
It
No,
has
it's a bit dark.
yeah, but the lighting is done in a fragment shader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could add bloom onto this, without too much effort. That's
Yeah.
probably easier to do than adding shadows, because shadows are like the whole shader basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what that and like no, yeah, that definitely
That
does.
and GI.
You're like, oh, that they are. Then what?
That shadows and GI are the whole shader.
GI
Yeah.
is even more complicated because you can't do it at full resolution usually, so you have to have some filtering, and then you have to know how filtering works. So it's like, yeah.
What if Minecraft playing in 4K, upscaled? Wait, no. Hold on. No, I messed that up.
RTX is already doing that.
Yeah, when will Minecraft get
I,
DLSS though?
Wow.
I mean, honestly, the Windows 10 version at this point should,
Yeah.
but yeah. I have too old of a GPU for DLSS. Do I?
Now you have to have an RTX.
Really? Oh, well, my laptop can do DLSS,
Has to be brand new
but
DLSS.
it's not like I would I'm just not gonna use my laptop for any rendering because one, it'd be really loud and also very hot. I did make a cooling pad, but that's extremely loud.
What do you think
Also,
about this shader, Bruce?
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, wait,
This
wasn't
is
this the one you were
nice.
showing to me a little while ago?
Probably.
And you've got something in the sky, like some sort of cloud. That's really cool.
Yeah. I didn't make this.
Wow.
I'll
Oh
send
yeah,
you
no, it
the
is
link
the
to it on GitHub. And also,
Oh
Yeah,
right, and
they've just got a textured plane up there. It's not too complicated to do that.
yeah,
also I have one probably only one more question for you, Bruce. How did
Yeah.
you color the grass in your shader?
For
Or
acid interstate.
yeah, because
Yeah, I took out
it
the biome color and I made everything look very similar to the alpha or like the beta 1.7 color. That's what I was going for.
yeah, that's
you could
what
probably do it in
I
like a resource pack.
I actually did it in the shader pack somewhere. I have all of the
Yeah, but you
color.
could do it in the resource pack probably like way easier. Just use like
I
a
actually
filter.
actually you
Yeah.
can't easily do it in resource packs. I've tried before. If you change the biome like texture like fade thing to just transparent
Yeah.
and you try to
Yeah.
find the grass, not the grass block, but the grass like itself texture, I can't find it anywhere for some reason.
So I
And
made that a solid kind of green color, and then I adjusted the rest to find the exact color that I wanted in the shader. But it was still just the whole thing was a solid color in the end.
huh. It's a pig.
Take a moment.
For some reason I'm thinking of the only thing I can see when I see this is a Gmod mod that my friend has that makes blood just rainbow splatter. Playing Gmod earlier today. So that's the only thing I can think of when I see this now.
I should
Yeah.
probably change even so that it like because with the deformation it doesn't do it in shadow VSH.
Really?
What do you mean?
The deformation in even it just doesn't have it's just not in the shadow, so it
I thought
doesn't
it
do the
was for some
shadow.
reason. Let's see.
Yeah, what?
Not that I'm aware
I
of.
think
In
it's
I
going to be under
managed it.
develop. Oh yeah, terrain deformation.
Well, you're also on user deformation.
Yeah, it's also
It is doing the deformation actually. It's just so intense that
covering up the
everything is
sun.
shaded.
It's,
Yeah, it's
it's
covering the sun.
blocking out. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're showing me this one. This one's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just very, very dark.
Yeah. Also doesn't do it with
It's
the
in details.
just default acid either. Yeah, the even shadows though, Bruce. They perform
It is
so
a very,
well.
it is
Yeah.
a very, very nice shader. I will say
I
that.
mean, personally,
I
I think
like.
it's kind of ugly at this point. I don't like the aesthetic at all, but it is
Oh,
pretty performant.
what with the
Yeah, yeah.
vibrance and stuff.
Yeah, it's ugly as hell. And
I
like I
actually
don't
like
know,
the vibrance.
there's just not there's no fog or anything. It doesn't. I don't know. I was too obsessed with trying to make the like terrain fade into the fog and like disappear seamlessly, but that was a fool's errand.
Yeah, I have them like the
Ugh.
shadows on like 8192 res and I get like 60 FPS.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
Because it's using it's also got some it's basically got frustum culling on the shadows, which other shader packs do not do whatsoever. It turns that off if you use GI, but if you just have the shadows going, it's really fast.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I wonder
yeah.
if I could move that into a geometry shader and make it even faster. That's the kind of shit that I think about and wakes me up at night. Damn.
You know what
You see
wakes
how
me up at
you see how it's recalculated the normals on those things, and so they smoothly get darkened
Yeah,
mm.
as they curve.
those things.
That shit took me ages to figure out too.
I think you did do a very good job on the shader, though, despite the extreme vibrance of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just turn that off.
thank you.
I mean, it's probably going to be way better than what I can do. But also, then again, I'm not, like, working on one directly. Wait, I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, you can.
Huh.
I'm surprised, Bruce, that you don't like play games just like at all.
I'm playing Minecraft right now with some people, a bunch of 4chan people, but it's the first time I've played games in like a while. I tried to play a couple games recently. I played The Witness, and I don't know, I got bored after a few hours. Fuck it.
I honestly don't play, like, any new games. Like, the newest game I play is probably, like, a VR game or something. But, like, that itself is new, so... But,
Yeah,
like, the regular games I play, Minecraft, that's, like, 10 years old. Team Fortress 2, that's 13 years old.
TF2 is a good
J-
game.
TF2's
I
good.
love Team Fortress 2.
Do you just call it Team Fortress 2 Band?
You got us in the community call it TF2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or as me and my friends call it, funny hat game, because there's quite a few funny hats,
Mm.
such
Unpopular
as
unpopular opinion, I'm genuinely enjoying Cyberpunk.
you're generally what?
Enjoying Cyberpunk.
Oh no, I heard it's a really good game, but like
Bug.
just kind of bug. Okay, but okay, so
The
some of
the
the
the technological side of it though is actually like really cool. I'll play
I
it
heard the
more.
storyline is like very good.
The story is great, I'll be honest. But the shadows in the game when you have them like non ray tracing are like surprisingly good. Like
Nice.
really nice.
Wait,
Like
what I was gonna
and
oh yeah,
also they're very
continue.
responsible devs. Like you can use ray tracing without having an RTX GPU.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's just gonna be slower than if they had made it RTX
Yeah.
enabled,
But
and
it's
maybe
not
they'll make
yeah, but
maybe they'll set it so that it'll utilize your RTX hardware. But like to
it
do
does.
that is not. Wait, really?
Yeah, it uses RTX hardware, but you don't need an RTX GPU to have it.
Okay, so that means they had to write their
Really?
own. They had to write a bunch of their own shit probably.
Yeah, this
So
game
like
is
they
like
put a
this game is really impressive.
yeah.
The DLSS performance on it is really good. Like, and it still looks really good with it on.
I will show some gameplay.
Oh yeah, but so as I was saying, some of the beautiful TF2 loadouts include but are not limited to foreskin pyro. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I would probably play Cyberpunk, but I don't have any money.
Yeah. It performs really badly, I'll be honest.
Oh.
It does not perform well. Like on a 1050 Ti, you can have it on low and still get like 30 FPS. Like it just performs bad. But I have a good GPU, so it performs well.
You have okay GPU.
It's a good price.
Yeah. But now you can't buy one at normal price anymore. It's now very expensive.
Let's go to a nice place. Let's go.
Have you learned to b-hop yet? Or can you b-hop?
No.
You need the springy legs, I think. I heard.
I have a no clip in Cyberpunk, to be honestly. Let's get the no clip up.
The no clip? What?
No clip, fly.
Well, yeah, I know that.
If you look on stream, I have it. It might be a bit until it comes up. Yeah, new clip. Alright, here's cool.
Wait, what FPS are you getting?
60.
What? Really? Oh,
Yeah.
it's just your stream that's having a stroke.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Bruce, look at, if you look on the stream in a sec, whenever it decides to show up, you'll see some screen space reflections.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
And then I'll turn on ray tracing.
RTX on.
Just like your stream is Bruce. Okay.
God, that stream was so full of shit. I can't believe Nvidia didn't like fucking scream at me over it. I deserved it too. I was a fucking scoundrel. I can see it. I can see it accumulating though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks really good.
I mean, it's okay.
I mean, my
But like
standards are.
the difference between screen space and path trace is so little. It's like great.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, even if I had like something that could like run the ray tracing well, I'd probably just stick with screen space for the extra performance because there's just like barely any difference.
Yeah.
No.
Got him. Got him.
Why? Why you gotta throw out the fart?
My man Riley been eating these baked beans. That's a nice looking car.
It's the most expensive one.
Damn,
I kinda
rich
installed
kid.
a debug menu and just like gave myself a bunch of 180.
Nice. That's how to play a game.
Yeah,
Cheats.
obviously. It's actually
I
probably
did that
isn't
with
the nicest car I have.
I mean, I did that with Half-Life, like the original one. I was like, I give up on this. I'm just gonna go, just gonna no clip around and stuff. But I mean, like, I still, you know, got like
This
all the
is the
story and
nicest
stuff.
car I have. Easy.
Damn, that is a pretty fresh car.
It's hot. It
Very
probably hasn't showed up
poggers.
yet.
Oh no, it's there.
Yeah.
It's very poggers, as the kids say these days.
Yeah.
I gotta head out right now, but congrats to Riley on finishing the video and releasing it. I hope
Yeah,
Hope
congrats.
it gets a lot of views, whether over the short term or
Yeah.
the long term. But
Yeah.
Hope you make up some doubloons. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Some
Yeah.
booty.
Soon I'll have a
Uh,
Lamborghini.
Nah, that's a waste. Just
Next Logan Paul you're talking to.
We'll be
See you
making
guys.
abs real
Alright, see
quick.
ya.
Have a good day, man. I'm also gonna head out because it's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
Have a good Well, TBH, I didn't get through as much as I wanted to. I wanted, like, more questions. But whatever. Yeah, so that's... I see you in, like, a billion years when I release my next video.